Hello everybody, my name is Snipe Spun and I welcome you all back to my next video in my RWBY series of theories, speculation, and predictions from Volume 4 going forward. I've already basically done numerous topics on the four main characters, RWBY, Weiss, Blake, and Yang. I did that about 2.5-3 weeks ago. And like I said in those videos, I did have a few more theories as of now. Later on in the year I probably might have some more, but I do have a few more now that I do want to basically talk over. And these ones aren't for specific characters necessarily, but for certain topics and for certain ideas. They might detail certain characters, but they won't specifically be about certain characters per se, even though this one and the next one kind of are, but they're more so in terms of situations. And I've already talked about the four main characters where I speculate I think they're going to be going in Volume 4 and beyond. This time I want to talk about a certain villain character that's actually gotten really popular in the series. You should probably know who it is already because I already have it in the video. It's the thumbnail and all that stuff. It's Roman Torchwick, who we already know technically died at the end of Volume 3. But here's the question I want to actually ask you. Did Torchwick actually die at the end of Volume 3? Because we didn't specifically see him die. He was fighting RWBY on top of that ship, and then the Grimm came down and ate him, and then RWBY kicks the Grimm into the thing and it blows up. We don't specifically see him get digested or eaten or anything, or him coming out of the Grimm. So we don't specifically know he's dead, except for that basically I believe Rooster Teeth has come out and said that they did kill off the character, and it actually, as far as I remember, has been intended for him to die since earlier in the series, but they kept him around because of his popularity. But that still doesn't dictate, until we see in the actual series, because we can't trust what Rooster Teeth says. They're not going to come out and say if he's dead or alive. They're not going to say if he's alive. That's going to be like a spoiler or some twist later on if he actually survived or not. They're not going to tell us squat. So we can't really believe what they say, yes or no, because they're not going to tell us, because that gives it all away. If they say he's going to live, we're going to expect him to come back in a future volume. Does that mean he's alive? Not really. Torchwick could have very well died at the end of Volume 3. But we won't know for sure until later on. They have said so, and he's been intended to be killed off for a while now, but we don't really know if he's dead or not yet. My speculation on it actually in this thing is at least a theory or so on this for a future volume. I do think he survived. I really, truly think he's still alive somewhere. He got out of it because he wasn't digested. The Grimm just attacked him, ate him, and was defeated by RWBY, so he still could technically be alive. In my opinion, while there's still a chance for him to be dead, I think he's too popular for him to die in such a crappy way like that. It just came out of nowhere, and it's just like, it has nothing to it. Does it add to the whole Neo character, like his death and her coming back and wanting revenge on RWBY or something like that? Yeah, sure. It means a lot for her character. But as popular as he was, even though he wasn't really relevant on the villain side compared to someone like a Cinder or now Salem, Roman Torchwick actually has been relevant since the beginning of the series, since the first episode of Volume 1. So I think, and he's been pretty much, while being a minor player for the villain side, has still been relevant enough in the story since then. And I don't think dying off the way he would have if he actually truly is dead at the end of Volume 3 is a way that you would really want to kill off such a popular character. It came out of nowhere, and while it is memorable in that it came out of nowhere, it's too quick and it's almost meaningless for the character. So my question to all of you guys, do you think Torchwick is actually dead, or do you think he's going to come back in a future volume? Because, in my opinion, I think he survived and he's going to try to get revenge on RWBY. Now, if he's entirely intact or not, that's the theory I'm wondering. Is he going to be completely alive, or is he going to come out there like missing body parts and come back as part robot, a robotic type character like Ironwood, like part cybernetic? Maybe he would have got some sort of like experiment done on that, maybe he was missing a body part or two. You never know that. In my opinion, he's either going to come back as a whole character, or he's going to be part cybernetic. But if he's totally dead, though, that totally defeats the whole purpose of my idea of him, either if he's alive or dead or not. Like, him being alive. He's just such a cool character. I really wouldn't want him to be dead just yet. He is like the most likable villain in the series, at least for me. I mean, I think a lot of you might agree with me, but Roman Torchwick is actually one of my favorite characters of the series, especially on the villain side. Not really any of the other villains I'm really that much of a super big fan of. I don't know. It's like people compare him like to the Joker. He is such a down to earth, but still kind of crazy in the character, and he's not really super powered up like everyone else is, but he can still kind of do his own in a battle. It's probably in his personality as well. It's the reasons why I like him so much. I would rather him be alive than dead, because if he does die, and he probably would die in the series, if this wasn't his death, he probably would die by the end anyways. He should die a better death than just being beaten like that. Whether or not he comes back or not, we really don't know. But that's my question to you guys. Did Torchwick really die for the comic section? Think about it in the perspective of not just if you want him back or not, but storyline-wise, does it make sense to kill him off now or for it to wait? Will it make sense in the grand scheme of things for Neo as character development if he's dead now or he dies later or so on and so forth? Or stuff like that. Don't just do a personal opinion, I want Torchwick alive because I like the character. A lot of people would say that, and I'd say that too. But I think there's more to the story to him, because I would love to see the connection between him and Neo, and why she's so close to him. And I think we'll figure that out regardless if he's alive or dead, because we're probably going to see more Neo and more character development for her, but I'd rather see it with him potentially being alive. So my theory, speculation, predictions on did Torchwick really actually die at the end of Volume 3? I don't think so. I think he's going to come back, and a lot of people speculate like that, we didn't see him die. We didn't physically see him die. We seen the Grimm eat him, RWBY beat it, and blow it up, and the ship blew up. Who's to say he didn't get out there alive? Or, he didn't get, even if it crashed down, he could have still been partially alive, and someone like Mercury or Emerald could have found him, and they could have got him a cybernetic body, like partially cybernetic, because if he didn't die from the Grimm, he probably would have died from the explosion and the crashing ship, which if he barely survived that, I don't think he would be whole, and that would go with my theory of him being part cybernetic. Roman Torchwick. My theory, he's still alive somehow. Maybe not in a major way, but we're going to see, or at least hear, more of Torchwick in future volumes. At least that's my prediction, my theory, my speculation on it. What do you guys think, RWBY fans? Put in the comment section what you guys think, and we can discuss it there. My name is Typhus Fun. Please subscribe if you want to, and stay tuned for more RWBY theory, speculation, and prediction videos for Volume 4 and beyond. See you all later.